In a car accident case, there's basically 3 always and 3 nevers that we try to tell people about. Let's start with the 3 always. When you're in a car accident, you always get a report if you can. Sometimes you're in a rural environment, you can't get a police officer to come out. In some areas, if it happens on private property, the police won't come out. So you always get a report if you can. Otherwise, you exchange information and you try to get at least the driver's license or the license plate on the car. That's an always. An always is you go immediately to a doctor, even if you only have a minor injury. Because here's why. A lot of folks don't go to the doctor right away. They think, oh, this will pass. The insurance company will use that against you, and they'll say, well, if she was really having problems with her back, she would have gone sooner than a month. Now, the obverse side of that coin is if you go right away and they don't find anything, they might act as though, well, there's nothing really wrong with her. That's why you go to the emergency room, you find a good lawyer, and then you make sure you get looked at by an occupational medicine specialist, an orthopedic surgeon, someone who actually knows what they're looking for. Because at the emergency room, they're going to treat you as, is this an emergency? If you have a minor back sprain, they're not going to treat that. They're going to say, follow up with your doctor. They might not even note it if the emergency room is really busy. So you first off, you get a report. Secondly, you get medical care right away. And the third thing that you do is you make sure that you document everything you can about the situation. What day it was, were there any witnesses at the time, because your memory will lapse over time. So those are 3 always. Now the 3 nevers. Everybody says this on TV. They said, don't give a recorded statement. And that's true. Insurance companies and their attorneys, they have a game plan. For instance, they'll ask you, do you know how fast you're going? If you say, no, I don't know how fast I was going, then you have a little bit of a problem. If you say, yeah, I was going 42 miles an hour, well, the only way you know that is if you were looking at the speedometer and not the road. So they have ways of getting you into these little binds. So you don't give that recorded statement. That's my job to help you get through that. That's one never. You never do that. You never leave the scene of an accident under any circumstances until you have that information. Don't trust anyone. It's not that the world shouldn't be trusted. It's just if one time out of 10 it goes bad, that's one person out of 10 who's going to have a bad situation. So you never do that. And the last thing you do is you never hire an attorney just because your grandma said, oh, I know this man, he's a nice man. Don't do that. You know, what you want to hire someone who says, I've done this, I do this every single day, I've got teams just for this. Those people make their living and survive off of succeeding for folks like you. So those are the primary 3 always and the primary 3 nevers in every car accident case.